Let's quickly squeeze in that chat that we wanted to have a little bit earlier on about Jesse Lingard. You're a Manchester United fan, Leanne. There is a part of me that feels like he's not being treated very well here. Been at the club since the age of 7. He's scored in big finals. He's had great success at Manchester United. I think most fans just want to see him do well. It's a huge amount of money that Manchester United want. £12 million. That's if Newcastle United stay up. I think the loan fee is £2.5–3 million, somewhere in that region. Do you think he's being disrespected by Man United?
I wouldn't say he's being disrespected, but I think it's interesting that they won't let him go and they're kind of, asking for so much money, because if you're not going to play Jesse Lingard at all, then why have him at the club? And he has been a good servant to us. He's still I think at times, yes, he did seem to get a bit carried away in certain situations, but I think he found his feet again. When he went to West Ham, I wanted him to sign for West Ham because we want him to succeed. He's Manchester United through and through. So I couldn't quite get my head around the fact that he didn't sign for West Ham. I think it was probably one of the most shocking things I've seen this year when it comes to transfers, because I think everybody just expected him to go to West Ham. But for him to minimally play this year at a team like Manchester United that are doing so poorly in those areas, it's confusing to me. I can't get my head around it, really, because he's a good player and he seems to have improved as he's got older.
Craig, do you think the club's being fair to him? Should they be fair to him, or is it all business?
I mean, it is business. Make no mistake about it, it is business. I think with Jesse Lingard, I think the problem is, once they bought Bruno Fernandes, it was difficult. It was difficult for him to really get in the team. Bruno Fernandes is a top player in that position, and Jesse Lingard, he's the type of player that would want to start. He's 29 now. He's ambitious. He wants to be at Man United because he's, like you said, he's been there since such a young age. He's a Mancunian through and through. I know him. I know he loves the club passionately. But in the same breath, I think, everything has its expiration date. And I think maybe it is the time for him. We saw it at West Ham last year, what he's capable of, when he's been given the game time, when he's got the back in. I feel like he needs...
But should the club be charging this amount of money to Newcastle United in particular? £12 million is what they want if Newcastle survive in the Premier League.
It's selfish.
Isn't that? Yeah, that's holding Jesse Lingard back. It's a World Cup year. Out of respect to the player... you're
not going to play him.
It's not like Man United need the money.
No, it is. I hear what you're saying. I can't help but feel like they'll do this with anyone, though. I don't think it's a Jesse Lingard thing in particular. Do you know what I mean? And that's when I say it's business. I don't think it's, because it's Jesse Lingard. It's not personal towards him. It's unfortunate, but you're looking at it and it's going, Newcastle tax, anyone's going to do it to them now. That's just what it is. I don't think it's about the player. I think, unfortunately, the players, because they're treated like assets on a balance sheet, this is how they get treated in football. This isn't just exclusive, and this is coming from someone that knows Jesse.
How much do you think Manchester United would sell Jesse Lingard for right now? Sell him for?
I think they're probably going to try for at least, off the top of my head,
6 months left on his contract. Because I don't get it. If Newcastle United offer Man United £10 million,
if something's better than nothing,
to sign him permanently, are they going to turn it down? Really, are they going to turn it down?
And then end up with nothing.
So I don't understand why, if Newcastle United don't want to pay that bonus, if you like, to Manchester United for staying in the league, just go and sign him permanently.
Because West Ham could lowball them a little bit and say, we'll give you 10 or 15 million. But I still think Jesse Lingard could go for about, in this market, at least 20, 30 at least.
But not with 6 months left on his deal. No one's going to give that much money with 6 months left on his deal.
Unless they're in a relegation battle or unless they desperately need, because players like Jesse Lingard will help you stay up.
I think they need West Ham to come in and kind of make it a bidding war in order for that to happen. I feel like at the moment Newcastle right now are desperate. They're in the relegation zone. They haven't won that many games. They need quality. I know they're doing business. They're getting players in, but Jesse Lingard would boost them. If he could get them 4 goals, 5 goals, it'd really help them. So I think in Man United's best interest, I think maybe they would need someone like West Ham to come in and maybe create a bidding war in order for it to happen. But you're right. Jesse Lingard is the collateral, unfortunately, here. He is the collateral because of the amount of finances everyone knows Newcastle have. Maybe Man United should be nicer to him, but am I surprised? No, this is football. Football is a business.
Leanne, very quickly, what do you think Jesse Lingard's mental state is like at the moment? Because he was in fantastic form at West Ham. This could have been a big season for him. We've got the World Cup this year, and he hasn't played really any football at all.
If that was me, I'd be forcing a move away because it's a big year. It'll be probably the last opportunity he gets to go to a World Cup. You know, he's 29. So if that was me, I would have gone already. When West Ham wanted me and I was on loan, I would have gone because it just seemed like the right move. He was flying, doing really, really well. And now, you know, he's literally not playing. At times, he's not even in the squad. Yeah. So why would Manchester United
put in a transfer request and try to force your way out?
Yeah, but not in a. Doesn't have to get all like like messy. Literally, it just can be like, look, this is my aspirations of what I want to do. I mean, maybe I'm being a bit naive, but I don't know.
He's spoken to Ralph Rangnick this week.
Because he needs to
reported,
play.
And Ralph Rangnick said, "You can go. That's fine." The club obviously and Ralph Rangnick aren't on the same page because they're making it. It seems from the outside very difficult for Jesse Lingard to go.
Yeah, do you know what it is? Because you're right, this is a World Cup year, but because it's a very different World Cup year, it's taking place in the winter. Players still have that opportunity next season as well to kind of impress. They've still got 3 months. Usually it would be like, all right, January, need to get it done because the tournament's going to be in the summer. So if I don't get a club now and secure some playing time between now and May, I'm not going to go to the World Cup.
Yeah, but he's not playing at all, really.
But what I'm saying is, even if he got that free move, wherever it happened to be, so say he did stay at Man United and got a free move, next season he's still got August, September, October to impress wherever he goes and get in. I
think he's going to be putting more pressure on himself by doing that, though. Because you can't just pick and choose.
But what I'm saying is, in a normal season, you've usually got the pressure from January because it's in the summer. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a few more months now for players actually, and that's why I feel like a lot of players, you got Dele Alli, a lot of them are not urgent enough. Because they're thinking, well, I've still got 3-4 months at the beginning of next season anyway, wherever I end up, to kind of get into the England squad if need be.
Very important point made on Twitter here. I think it's Osieke is the name. It says it's the player who wants to leave on a free. Even if Manchester United accepted a £10 million bid, Lingard would probably say he prefers to stay because, of course, he could get a huge contract in the summer. But then,
and then the World Cups, like I said,
exactly. So if he wants to play and he wants to get in that England squad, he needs to make that decision to leave the club. We shall see.
Game Day Countdown with Hugh Rosencroft. Every Friday night from 7 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.